Commuting sucks. Whether you go by car, by bus, or by train, they all have their challenges. So finding the little things to make the commute more tolerable can be really important. An interesting podcast, good coffee, and a functional bag can make all the difference. And I just found my new go-to backpack for this. One that is worlds ahead of any other slim commuter bag on the market today. This is the Slim Pack from Aer. This backpack comes in at 16 inches in height, 11.5 inches in width, and 3.5 inches in depth, for a grand total of 8.5 liters in capacity and a weight of 1.9 pounds. This bag is made for your work essentials and not much more, but I don't see that as a negative. There is no wasted space here, and that's a great thing in my opinion, because you really only want to be lugging around what you need when you are commuting to work. Thanks so much to Aer for sending me this bag to try out, and if you're into this bag, be sure to use my affiliate link in the description as it helps out the channel. One of the most important things to me when choosing an EDC or work backpack is the comfort of the shoulder straps. This is a huge factor as to why I switched to this bag for my everyday carry work needs. I used to use the Aer Slim, which is a similar sized backpack, but the construction of that bag is just nowhere near what you get from a company like Aer. These straps are thick, plush, and padded. I can throw this pack right on my back, tighten up the straps, and I barely know it's there. And if you're not into these dangly straps, the bag also has these little elastic loops where you can put the straps through and then extend to the bottom so everything is nice and flush. And while other Aer backpacks do have a little more padding on the back, this one gives you all that you need for a bag this small. I can't reiterate how comfortable Aer bags are to carry. So if you're someone like me who gets a little back pain every once in a while, bags from Aer are going to be the ones that you want to carry. And since we're already looking at the back of the bag here, I'm going to point out the luggage pass-through as well. While this bag is intended for commuting and carrying work essentials, this can also be a great bag to use as a personal item when flying. You can pair this with a roller if you're more of a standard traveler. And I've actually used this little bag on its own for a recent weekend trip down to Raleigh to visit family. And I actually think it's a great option for a minimalist traveler who's going on a trip lasting just a couple days where you don't need too much. Looking at the front of this bag, it is top-notch construction. It's made with a nylon coated in a weatherproof carbonate polyurethane on the front, and the materials are thick and durable. You don't have to worry about this bag ripping or getting holes in it. It's premium, and you can tell by the way that it feels. The sides are a Cordura ballistic nylon, which provides even more strength. This bag is going to retail for $115 US, but you'll get years of use out of it. And for a bag like this, the price point isn't really that bad compared to other companies in the space. I also just love the minimalist branding aesthetic of Aer. It's such a classy, simple logo placement, and you find it consistently through their lineup of bags. It's such a nice touch. And right next to that logo are the YKK zippers and this Duraflex hardware, so really premium. Now let's take a look at the inside of the bag, where we're going to find a nicely padded and suspended laptop pocket, and that's going to fit up to a 15-inch computer. In front of that is an elastic pocket, which will hold something like a book, magazine, or an iPad. On the other side of the interior, you will find a large pocket that goes down the entire length of the bag. There's a zipper pocket with a key lanyard. A few elastic pockets for things like notebooks, pens, a computer mouse, or even a hard drive. And then there is this top padded zipper pocket, and you will find these in most Aer bags. And I just love this top pocket. It's by far the best on the market. It's super padded, and you can put things like sunglasses, your wallet, phone, headphones, anything you need quick access to in this pocket. And then lastly, there's going to be these two robust handles. There's going to be one on the top and one on the side if you'd rather carry it like a briefcase. So before we jump into packing this bag up for a day at the office, let's discuss some of the pros and cons of carrying this bag, so you can better understand if this is one that you'd like to purchase. First off, with the pros. Pro number 1, it is beautiful and it has a functional design, just like all Aer bags. Pro number 2, the compact size for commuting is perfect. Pro number 3, it's extremely comfortable to carry. These straps are one of the best on the market. And pro number 4, the high quality materials that are going to last you for years to come. But also, I want to take a look at some of the cons of this bag because it may not be for everyone. And that starts with the 8.5 liter capacity, which could be way too small for some people. Con number 2, it's the minimalist black design of Aer, and that's definitely not for everyone, and it only comes in that black color. Con number 3, it could use a sternum strap. Some of my favorite bags, including the Aer Duffel Pack 3, have a nice sternum strap in the front, and sometimes it makes the carry just a little more comfortable. And then con number 4, there's no dedicated laptop compartment, which sometimes I do find to be a little more useful. So now let's take a look at what I might pack in my bag for a typical day at the office. For context, I usually commute by train and then by bus in the morning. I'll stop for coffee on the way to the train, and sometimes I'll bring my lunch with me. For the purpose of this video though, I'll get lunch out today, but it's also very easy to add in a bento box. We'll start with my 13-inch MacBook Air. Next, we're going to add in a book for the commute. I watched a Chase Reeves video the other day where he talked about bag companies always using Monocle in their marketing, which I thought was pretty funny. So I'm going to switch things up today. I'm going to go the complete opposite. I'm going to pack this Calvin and Hobbes book. If you're a 30-something like me, you probably grew up with these amazing collections, which are still super fun to read today. Next up is a little notebook in case I need to jot down ideas throughout the day. I'm also going to throw in this pen, which doubles as a stylus, and that's really cool. Then I'm going to throw in this little Nintendo Game & Watch. And Nintendo just announced their new Switch games for the second half of 2024, and I can't wait to try out some of their new games. Then I'll utilize this nice zipper compartment for my keys. I'll use this big pocket here for my charger. I'm also going to put in my Logitech Pebble mouse in here. And then I'm going to throw in the Moft tripod in case I need to film anything throughout the day. This thing's so tiny and just nice to throw in a bag. To finish things off, we'll pack the top padded pocket with my glasses from Warby Parker, which I use when I'm doing way too much computer work. Next, my punch card for Dark Matter Coffee, which is one of my favorite coffee shops in Chicago. And my headphones, so I can listen to music or a podcast on the train and then throughout the day. Lastly, I'm going to throw in this lightweight zip-up overshirt from J. Crew's Wallace & Barnes. And that's going to be pretty much what I pack for a day out at the office. So what do you think of this bag? Let me know in the comments if this is a backpack that you would use. And also be sure to comment on any upcoming videos that you would like to see.